Thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, giving you an early wake-up call this Thanksgiving as we bring Hollywood home on a budget. Why the early morning call? Because you're gonna need this time and all the time and space necessary to prep the most important meal of your foodie standing, the Thanksgiving spread, all while trying to sneak peeks of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and the dog show, and if you're so inclined, football. And if you're anything like Mother, watch some of the Wooden Soldiers and or Forrest Gump. You're gonna need to get through all this without much incident. Speaking of which, none of my past Thanksgiving videos on this channel weren't fraught with problems. It's either too long or too noisy, and this year's problem to contend with? Ongoing construction noise that won't settle down for at least a few months. Hopefully we can get through this without much incident and expedite it fairly quickly. After all, there's a lot to savor and digest in the November 2016 issue of Food Network magazine. Somewhat of a Thanksgiving tradition to highlight F&M around here. This issue was purchased for $1.99 from Home Base, unique thrift store in Patterson. And as you can see, it's time for turkey. 145 easy Thanksgiving recipes, foolproof turkeys, crazy good stuffings, and fun new pies. Plus, Ina Garten's amazing sides and a bonus booklet with 50 veggie ideas, plus ultimate bread bowl dips, and an Italian vacation giveaway. We're gonna keep this as star-oriented as possible. After all, that is at the core of who we are. First things first, the star spotlight on Valerie Bertinelli's favorite finds. Her beauty secrets in this case, and where she found a perfect pair of jeans. That would be those jeans right here, mid-rise skinny for $158. Yeah, this isn't really my forte, but again, we gotta keep this as star-oriented as possible. She also highlights her go-to glasses, and some tiny touch-ups in her makeup. Clinique, in this case. Alright, that's enough of the beauty department. We're here for the food. And I'm sorry to take you back to politics, but this was right during the presidential election. Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump. We all know how that turned out, right? If you voted for the lesser of two evils, my condolences. And for the most part, this food fight between Clinton and Trump is pretty much cotton sense. For lunch, Hillary Clinton likes Chipotle, Donald Trump likes McDonald's. For sandwiches, Clinton likes Jimmy John's, Trump likes Subway. Clinton's guilty pleasure is ice cream, same goes for Trump. The weirdest food habit for Trump? Having a steak so well done it would walk on the plate. He must have vampire teeth. But the item he always has on hand would be a fork, in which he uses to eat pizza. Yes, eating pizza with a fork. Unless it's Chicago deep dish, that's generally frowned upon, and I have done so from time to time in my youth, but I know better now. And we put him back in the White House? Hey, we made our dish, now we gotta eat it. At least it's all gravy until January 20th, or January 6th. Alright, enough of that. We're moving on to 5 Food Network stars, showcasing their favorite Thanksgiving decor ideas. Valerie Bertinelli included, but I didn't want to be redundant, so this time I chose Daphne, who likes matte black and lots of gold and copper accents. So I would call this rustic chic. And down below are some essential decor pieces that you could use for the same appeal. They're all listed below right here, where you can find them and their prices. The next page takes you on a tour of Alison Sweeney's kitchen in LA. Yes, the Kids Halloween Baking Championship co-host and Days of Our Lives veteran showcases her and her husband David's kitchen. We have here a marble counter, a breakfast hub, equestrian art, a farmhouse sink, a piece of history, this French farm table from the 1800s, and accent shelves. Somebody had said to some of the pieces in here you can actually get for your own kitchen. 5 in all in the Get the Look section. Alright, don't watch. I'm particularly fond of this Breaking Bad Let's Cook cutting board. You can actually get a cutting board engraved yourself at let'sengraveit.etsy.com. It could run you about $23. That would depend on the size of the cutting board, the material, teak would be best, and what you might want to engrave it with. Whether you're a fan of Breaking Bad, or The Big Bang Theory, or Weeds, or Hello Friends, which would also be required viewing around every Thanksgiving. They always strut their stuff around turkey time. Moving on to Guy Fieri's Chili Night. Yes, Guy Fieri dishes out a family favorite with the ultimate toppings bar. This could serve as an alternative Thanksgiving menu if you're not into turkey for whatever reason. Then, by all means, don't serve it. Make it a chili night instead. Few people would judge you, but hey, it's all about tradition. Guy's Texas chili, turkey chili with cannellini beans. I mean, some Thanksgiving menu has to have turkey, right? So this could very well fit within the mind frame. And to top it all off, lime crema and fried potato straws. And now for the main event. Actually, one of two as it relates directly to Thanksgiving. There is a Thanksgiving handbook in here with a couple different variations of turkeys and stuffings and pies and sauces and dressings and what have you. But keeping this story-oriented means we gotta give you our holiday best. And that means showing off what the cast of the kitchen put together in this all-star Thanksgiving menu. It would be Jeff Morrow's crispy-skinned herb-roasted turkey. Quote, the best darn thing he ever made. Next up, Marcella Valladolid's cranberry chili sauce, sweet and spicy. My fave, Katie Lee, dishes out cheesy twice-baked potatoes. Twice-baked to double your pleasure. Here we have Jeffrey Zacharian's fried Brussels sprouts with creamy mustard and cider dressing. He says they would make an amazing side dish, but he would also serve them as a first course. Of course he would, if we have any picky eaters on hand who may not like Brussels sprouts. Fry 'em up. It makes all the difference, and this is the time of the year where you gotta be indulgent. Finally, we have Sonny Anderson's plantain stuffing. A tasty, inexpensive way to bulk up stuffing. Perfect when you're serving a big group. This is side by side. We have here 3 side dishes, all from Eda Garten's Cookie for Jeffrey cookbook. A cookbook I reviewed on the Thrift Store Rundown. You want to see the review? I'll have it downstairs, linked up for you. But these are 3 side dishes: sauteed shredded Brussels sprouts, chipotle smashed sweet potatoes, and a root vegetable gratin. All right here for you to prepare. I'm not going to do the other Thanksgiving handbook because we gotta keep this star-oriented. So, I'm just going to close out with some great shots. Instagram pics from the stars: Bobby Flay, Nancy Fuller, Bobby's cat Nacho Flay, Andrew Zimmern, Masaharu Morimoto, and Haley Duff. Yeah, Haley Duff, hosting Thanksgiving at home in LA. In addition to the bread bowl recipes, and of course the other Thanksgiving handbook, we also have here a foodie's guide to Maui. Yep, one of the big islands on Hawaii. So, this issue, just like all the other F&M Thanksgiving issues, are delicious to the max and soul warming to the core. 4.5 out of 5 laps. Now aren't you glad you got just a little less sunlight than you normally would get this Thanksgiving? After all the prep work is necessary, so that at the end of the day, you can go on, and as I sincerely hope you do, have a great Thanksgiving. And of course, as I say every year, thank you all so much for watching. None of this would be worthwhile if you didn't add your 2 cents to what my pocket change could do for me and you. Just for old time's sake, that's the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the Thrift side.